whirlwind experience. You know, as I said the last time we met, I've been a cop for 34 years, and it's the most honorable profession on earth. Okay, so everyone's going to do this. I want you to look around the room and look at my friends in law enforcement, because it's about 3 times as many as were here last time. Many of them have only met me for the first time. And when you're in the world of policing, having a backup is everything. And that's why they're here. And you want to know why they're here, for all of you citizens in this room, they're here for you. They're here because they want to see the best happen in the city for you, the people that I serve. You are the ones that I serve, city council members, you are the one I serve. I've had an awesome opportunity to meet with Council Member Hurtado and Mayor Moreno. They spent hours with me just talking about their visions and their dreams for the city. And everything just keeps lining up because they're like mine. The other 3 city council members I haven't had a chance to yet. I've tried, and I'm still willing to meet with them, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity to meet with them, because I believe in their heart they have the best interests in the city at heart too. So I'm actually looking forward to that. But I want to acknowledge some people here. I'm going to butcher these names, you know, so forgive me. I'm a gringo all the way, and the Spanish that I learned in LA has no resemblance to the Spanish that you speak in Calexico, so I'm even more confused. I think several citizens says we speak Spanglish in LA. So I'm going to learn Spanish, but obviously I'm under a little pressure right now, so I'm not going to try right now. So when I butcher these names of my fellow law enforcement members, please forgive me, but Sheriff Ray Leora is here. Did I get even close?
Loera. There you go.
And Under Sheriff Fred Miramontes is here, and he's been my partner in crime. My partner in leadership in the city, and I really appreciate it. And Sheriff, I know you made that happen, but Fred is a phenomenal man, and I really appreciated his help. And his staff, and I'll share with you some of the things they're doing to help me in this changeover process as I take over command in the city of Calexico. The Assistant DA, Deborah Owen, is here from the DA's office. Thank you, Deborah. I know Gil wanted to be here tonight, but I'm sure he had enough drama for 1 week, and he'll be back later. DA Investigator Mark Gilmore is here. Mark, thank you. The DA Chief Investigator Mike Goodspeed is here. Thank you, Mike. Commander Mike Lloyd, who I just met yesterday from the Narcotics Task Force. Where's Mike? I know you're here. There's Mike over there. Mike runs the region-wide task force for Imperial Valley, and he's going to help me with a lot of stuff that I'm going to talk about, because I don't want rumors started about what I'm doing about narcotics investigations. So again, we're going to do everything in the light. The people that choose to hide in the dark and use the internet and all the games they play, we're going to come and speak the truth. I'm going to speak the truth here and with the media from here on out, like I promised you, and I'm going to do it every night. Also have the great honor to meet the Port Director, Billy Whitford, and he's here on his own time. And I just want to thank him for showing up and supporting the Calexico City and the police department. You know, this is the most unique city in the United States to police, because I'm already finding out every police agency that exists in the United States is in Calexico. There are more cop cars running around here than there are anything in the city. So as a citizen, I feel bad for you. You must have the EBGs all the time, because you got police cars following you everywhere. So it's one of those things. We also have the Deputy Brian Westerly, the patrol agent in charge. Is he here? Oh, yep, there he is right there. He's the beautiful. I didn't even get a chance to say hi personally, Brian. We talked on the phone. So thank you for being here. And again, like I mentioned last time, these people don't even know me. But you know what they want? They want the best for the city of Calexico, and that's why they're here. That is so awesome. I can't even describe it. I'll tell you about your Border Patrol guys. Great story. I'm out on the fence in the middle of the night. I was out with Sergeant Marquez. A lot of you know him. Our senior officer in the entire department. I said, show me the city of Calexico. Well, I didn't realize it was dark out. You can't see the city of Calexico in the dark. all you can see is vague outlines when you're out in the middle of nowhere, and this gigantic border fence. And I'm trying to talk to his officers, and they sort of want to talk to me, but they're literally focused on that fence. And they're telling me all the stories of the things that happen on the fence. So I want to, my hat's off to you guys, and anything we can do to support you, we stand in that. You have an incredible job, and I had no idea. I'm just being honest, I didn't know the kind of pressure you guys are under, and I applaud you for what you do. I also have the great distinction, you know, there's two great events in your life. The one is when you find the love of your life. I gave her a night off. She can't take any more of the stress. But she said an ambassador, and my son Michael James is here in the front row with his best friend. So a great story about my son Michael. He doesn't speak much. He's really the quiet type, and he's hating the fact that I'm now talking about him. And Brian's kind of his alter ego. Brian's the, what kind of mischief can we get in today? So they're like the perfect duo, you know? And great kids. They grew up together since they were 3. They're now roommates in their apartment. They're 27, so I don't ask them what they do anymore. I don't want to know. And they're just great human beings. And so they listened to the city council meeting last week.
Oh boy.
And the first thing my son did, and I had no idea, I went home this weekend to get fresh clothes and everything because all this happened pretty fast. And I walk in and my son's sitting at the table filling out a request to carry a concealed weapon from Los Angeles. Now this is the most mild-mannered kid in the world. You would never see that one coming. I go, so what are you doing? He says, oh man, Dad, that's it. I'm moving down there with you. I'm going to live with you, and I'm watching your back. Now that's a son. You know?
Yeah.
So you know, I've had an incredible, like, fire hose experience of everything that's happening in Calexico. I don't know if any of my police officers are here tonight. I hope they are, because I hate what's said about what I said rather than hearing what I actually said. You know, that mischief. And thank goodness we taped this. And I'm not sure who tapes this for the city, but please save the last tape of this one, because I know how things somehow get twisted into something else that I said later on. So I see you over there taping it. Please save these for me. And so I'm meeting with the community. The media is unbelievable. It's like I can't turn the corner and there's some media person that wants to talk to me about what I'm doing. And I talk to every one of them, because you as citizens need to know what I'm doing. There will never be a secret as long as I'm your chief of police. And if there is a secret, I hope you stand up here and call me on it. My boss is sitting right here, and he's not a shrinking violet, as you're finding out. And he's a great man, but I also know that if I step over the line, he's going to be the first one in front of me saying, what the heck are you doing, you know? So that's a great thing, because that's exactly what I want to create for my police officers. I'm willing to lead, but by gosh, you better do it by the rules, because I'm also willing to discipline. And it's been an interesting journey. The union, when I first got here, was like, okay, we got to kill him now. We got to hurry and get him out of here now. We don't need this guy coming down. And as I mentioned last week, I'd feel exactly the same way if I was a police officer and Mike Bostic was coming in. That would be my reaction. But now they're actually getting to know me. And for the last 2 or 3 days, I've been amazed. Literally, I would say 60% of the officers, because I see them a lot during shifts, working at night and stuff, they're actually saying, Chief, we're really glad you're here. Yes, we're skeptical, and yes, we don't trust you yet, but we're really glad you're here. Well, that's the best respect a chief could ever ask for, is that they're willing to at least listen, see what I'm going to do, and save judgment for later. So I'm asking the city council to do the same. You know, don't pass judgment until you see me doing something, because I'm committed to the future of the city. I'm committed to the future of what you as city council members want to have happen here. And I'm committed to bringing this city into the light so that no one in this community fears its police or its government. That's why I'm here. So who am I? I'm going to put it in a nutshell so people get it clear that I'm not playing games here. There's a saying on this dollar, on one of your bills, and you can pull any one of them out. And it says, in God we trust. That's who I am. If you ever question my motives or who I am or what I'm about, in God I trust. I'm accountable to God, okay? Now, some people don't believe in God, and I'm okay with that. But this nation was built on God's laws. That's the truth. That's history. I have a history major. My other son, Alex, is a history major from Biola. And he is the most brilliant guy in the world, and he's explaining to me where all the government codes came from, where all the ethic codes come from. And regardless of whether you believe or don't believe, they've come out of the Bible. And a lot of people don't want to hear that, but that's where I come from. I believe in God, and that's my stance from the time that I live here. So when I make mistakes, I'm going to own up to them. And I'll own up to them whenever anybody's willing to ask. Now, those who choose darkness and the internet and websites and gameplay, I will never respond to them. Because those are people who live in dark places, that don't even have the honor and the respect to walk up to a human being and say, I have a question, is this true? Instead, they spread rumors. Not only on me, on other city government officials, people running for council. It's despicable. And I'm just sharing that with you because that's how I feel about it. I also hear stories that I don't believe because I know my police officers. And I want to start out tonight in a very positive vein. One thing I'm clear about in 8 days, I have some really good police officers in the Calexico Police Department. And I have a few that I'm really worried about. That's my honest truth. I know that. I can tell by the way they talk to me, by the honor with which they hold the badge, by the respect I see them out in the field that they treat the public with when they know I'm not looking, because they don't know who I am yet, a lot of them. I can still kind of sort of sneak up on people just wandering around, walking and running and doing the things I do to stay in shape. So I see what my police officer is doing. So for those, I hope they hear my words. What I'm about to talk about tonight is not about them. The things I'm going to talk about is some things that I see about some other people in our organization that give me great concern. Because I'm not sure how many times I'm going to have the opportunity to get in front of the public and tell the truth. But as many opportunities as I get, you're going to get it. So that's my commitment. And that's how I protect the good police officers in Calexico that don't deserve the rumors and things that are said about them, by telling the truth of those who choose to disrespect the badge and disrespect all my brothers in law enforcement and make all of them look bad as well. That's why they're all here. They're tired of what's being said about our city. So, sorry for my props, but talk about the